Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Moore will throw. Going to try to get it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Oregon! They put the first points on the board.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. To the air. It's Lagway. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Moore to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That
unleashes one deep. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Right on target this time. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's ball. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Release to the back. With the catch, it's Ball. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
You just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Hughes.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the shot. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next one.
Ball is out behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Moore to the air. Now rolling to the left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Glagway. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's ball. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Gonna look downfield again. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators! example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Moore will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that
Breaks into the open on the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The option look. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, it's so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on second down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Great job on the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They just keep firing. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Steps away to find some room. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's going to run it. Lowers those pads. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Got a man. It's Moore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points